So the thing that we at Dell Technologies are most excited about at IBC 2019 is a concept that we're calling Studio as a Service. And it's a new way of thinking. It's taking a step away from the capital expenditure model and transferring to the operational expenditure model and spinning up and spinning down services as they are required. Now, it sounds quite familiar to people who perhaps have considered working in the public cloud, but they can't work in the public cloud for many, many reasons. Perhaps they are concerned about data security, but perhaps they are concerned about the cost model exploding. So being able to work with Dell Technologies to offer the same workflows and the same way of working, the same way of building our infrastructure is really exciting for us and really exciting for our customers as well. One of the most exciting things that Studio as a Service brings to our customers is the ability to decouple the talent, the artists, the people that are making programs, to decouple them from the infrastructure. So, for example, typically an artist would need to sit in front of a workstation which was connected to some high-performance storage. What happens if your most talented artists are not in the same place as your infrastructure? Well, using Studio as a Service, you can separate them geographically, and you have your artists working remotely with our infrastructure that is on your premises. Part of the Studio as a Services model is enabling you to think about the infrastructure that you have, keep it in your data center, but make it work hard for you. So, for example, in an old model, you might have some workstations under the desks of the artists, and you might have some servers in your data center doing rendering for your VFX workflow or your graphics or whatever. During the day, those servers are not working very hard because the artists are doing the work. And by night, those workstations are sat under the desk of the artists, not doing anything. With Studio as a Service, you can really start to make your infrastructure work much harder. So the easy example is that those workstations can be in your data center. By day, they can be connected remotely to your artists for them to use, but by night, they can be joined to the farm that is rendering your VFX workflows. So the people that are most interested in Studio as a Service, as offered by Dell Technologies, are people who have a large infrastructure, but find it very difficult to make the best use of that infrastructure across their whole organization. So maybe it's a large organization that has several parts of the business. Perhaps that business is distributed globally or maybe nationally across different offices, and it's very difficult for them to make the best use of that infrastructure in the most efficient way they can. They often find that they have some infrastructure that is sat idle for some of the day or is sat idle in some region. So the people that are most interested in talking to us about Studio as a Service are the companies that have a distributed infrastructure, have artists and creatives that are distributed across different parts of the country. Those are the people that are finding it most exciting.